Welcome back to our Android tutorials. Today we are going to take a look at the interface of our Eclipse. As I made mention in the previous videos, that if you are able to get a setup and you are able to install it on your system, you just have to go through to some some environment. So I'm going to open it. I'm going to open my Eclipse so that I will just use that one to go through. So I will just open my folder, which is the ADT bundle Windows 86. So I'll just locate the Eclipse, I'll double click on it, then I've opened this Eclipse setup from this angle. So when I click it, you'll see the Android developer tools. Now in the previous tutorials I told you that we have so many types of software that you can use. We have extracted one, we have expandable ones and other stuff. So we are going to use any of the types that you do have on your system. So what you're going to do, I'll just open mine. In the previous tutorials I told you that the Androids have so many environments. Now if you can see the Eclipse that I just opened, you can see that I was working on my institutional app. So that is why you see the first interface. I'm just going to close all those applications so that we'll have an empty space. So I will just have to close them step by step in this. So I was upgrading my app for my institution. That's why you just saw it. So when you open it in the first stage, this is what it comes. It comes blank. So how to develop or how to start a develop app, you need to do something. Now first of all, you just have to look at the environment. Now at the Android developer tools, we have so many environments so many paths which we need to go through. First of all, we just have to look at every application has a title bar which contains the program name. So you can see that I have Java-ADT, which is Android Developer Tools. That's the ADT. So I'm using Java, but it's under Eclipse as you saw it from the beginning. Now under it you have the menu bar which contains other options for each and every options. When you go to file, you have a different option. When you go to edit, you have a different option. So in the process of learning this tutorial, we'll be going there one by one. So no need for us to rush. We're taking that step by step. Now under it we have the properties or control bar. The control bar, that place you'll be using it to run your application or run your first. After you just develop, you have the run button in there. So that control gives you the access to run your application, to save your application, to exit your application, to expand it. You can also do all those things at the control button, which is below the menu bar. Now under the menu bar or our left side of the screen, you can see a package explorer. The package explorer means that any application that you develop or you start building it, you have it in a folder or it will be in a container, which gives you the access to open it and add extra activities to it. So you can see that I have two applications that I was developing. The first one is my company name or my institution app, which I've already posted it to the platform for you to install it and go through and see what we can do in our institutions. Then below it, I was trying to add in some features, so I just open a new application setup to insert the features over there. When the features works from that angle, then I transfer it into the main application that I'm developing. So if you want to develop any applications or any application that you start, you have it in a package or you have it in a folder which contains all the programming language codes in it. So we have the package area. Then we have the working environment. This area is a working environment. Immediately you run an application, everything will be here. The drag and drop, the coding area, everything will be here. Then below is our console. The console gives us the access to see the errors, the mistakes that we done in the coding. It gives us the specific area which which you can locate it easily from this side. So the console checks the programming coding that we are inserting, whether they are correct or not. So here it gives us the error console area. If you are running the application, this area will give you a successful or not successful. If it is successful, your app is ready to go. If it says not successful, that means that there is an error. So this angle will give us the right area to locate it, so that we can edit it and make changes to it. Now on our right hand here we have the outline. Any code that you'll be putting it in here will be in a line form, or it will be in a content. So you can put it in that way. It will be in a content line, step by step, everything will be in order. First you inserted an image, the second you inserted a text, so it will be arranging it in that order. That's why you have the outline. It gives you the lining area, so that if you want to make changes, just click on that angle and you make changes to it. So far so good. This is our Android developer tool, which is Eclipse. When you open it, this is what you'll be seeing on your system. Other angles which I did not go there is the Java area and the DDMS. The DDMS, as time goes on, we'll be going there to see. Some areas I did not go there because when you start developing it, you'll be going there step by step. So today we just look at the interface of the Android developer tool, the title bar, the menu, the controls, the package explorer, the working environment, the outline, and the error and the console area. So we are going to start a new project. So what you are going to do, you just have to go to file. When you get to the file option, you just have to choose new. So from the new, you choose Android app project. As I made mention, we are going to develop a new Android app. So when this dialog box comes, it says new Android application. So for the new Android application, what you are going to do is that you have to give it a name, the app name. So for us, we are all going to work on one application, which is farmers app. We are building an app for farmers, so that when they have any challenges, they'll go to the app and will have it in there. So I have my application name, says what, farmers app. Then below it, you have the project name. This project name will be for the packaging area. So you have the farmers app too in here. Then under you have the package name, which is the com.example. I will give you the explanation as time goes on. Then we have the minimum requirement. You know that Android started from a different version. They started from a low version, and now we are about, I think it says what, version 9 and Go edition. So all those versions are there for you to choose, so that those versions that you choose will be compatible to some phones and not to other phones. So you always have to use or select a minimum category for other phones. Now on phones, we have so many versions. Android started from the lower versions, and now we are about 21 version, that is the 8 point something coin. So we are going to choose this one, which is the 18 Android 2.2. You can even reduce it to Android 2.0. So I'll choose 2.2. Now we have the targets. Which people do you want to target there? You want a higher version, so you just have to give it this 4.4, so that other versions with the higher versions can be use our app. Now from this settings, themes is not necessary. So from this version, you just have to click on the next button to have another configuration project. The configuration or the configure project gives you the access of creating a launching icon and blah blah blah. So from this angle, it says create project in the space where every development that you want to develop, there should be a folder that your app is supposed to be in. So if you don't have any folder on your system, you just have to create a folder on the desktop. Now when you create a folder on the desktop, the next step you do is you browse it from this area, then you pick the folder from the desktop or wherever the folder is, you pick it, then your file will be in. Now after making it over the locations for your app, you just click on next. Now we have the configure launch icon. Every company or every app that you are going to develop, there should be a logo for the company. Assuming you want to develop an app for Parliament, you should get a Parliament logo. If you want to develop an app for GCB Bank, you need to have the GCB Bank so that you use it as the main logo for the app. So for now, I don't have any logo in there, so I'll just maintain this one. I will just maintain the Android logo. As time goes on, we'll create one and make changes to it. So you choose your logo from this angle, which is browse. Then you locate where the image is. If it is in picture, you go there. Then you go to your document, search for it. So if you find it, then you choose it, you click OK, then you go, something like this. I'll just have to click OK, then immediately it will be in there. So afterward, we have the option for a foreground, which gives you a different style, but there's no need for all those changes. You have to maintain it. Now you click on the next button to see the create activity. How do you want your app to look like? So we have the blank that you are going to input in your code. Full screen activity is also different. Most of the time, the full screen we often use tablet size, and this one to use tablet size to develop it. But for us as a beginners, we need to start from the blank. Then we choose next. Here we have the name, the title. If someone opened the app, the first name on top of the screen is what you see over here. So here I'll clean this activity off. I remain the main. I just have to leave it like that. Then I'll click finished. So immediately you click finish, you can see you have the interface open for you as this. And when it comes, as I made mention of it, we have the environment. So here is the app. Immediately I run it and I open it, I will see hello world on my phone. So this is my first page for the app. Then the app name says Farmers app, and the logo as we choose, code of finance is also in there. And then we have the palette. The palette here gives us access to drag some certain features which there is no need for us to enter in the code in there. So you just have to pick it from this angle. We have so many palettes. We have form widgets. We have text fields. When you click in there, you have text fields. If you want to create a login button, you can choose. If you click on the layout, the arrangement of your app, the composite to have different. If you want to create a scroll button or whatever that you need, you can get it from here. So as time goes on, we'll be going through all those areas so that we know. Then under it, we have the graphics. This is our graphic, the designing area, where you can drag the options from this angle, you put it in here. You drag it from this angle, you put it in here. So we have the design. Then the activity XML, the coding area, which you need to type in your code, the specific thing that you need. If you don't need the graphical layout options, can come in the XML. Then you put in your code. So today, as we made mention, we've learned the interface of Eclipse, specifically Android developer tools. Let's hope and see you in our next lesson.